Well, hello there. Welcome. I'm Cleo Luna June, and let's get ready with me for my show tonight. I'm low-key headlining, so that is insane. Well, now I'm just taking a much-needed mental health walk. So there's like a tiny forest trail that's kind of near my place, and I like to go here to clear my head or, you know, succumb to my madness. And I'm just doing a blowout. Normally I do like a tighter, voluminous pin curls, but like tonight I want to do something different because it's my first time having a band back me. And all of my songs have been transformed to sound more rock and have a bit of a jazz flair. So I just wanted my hair to reflect that. I want my hair to have maximum hair flippability and look majestic as can be. Also accidentally burnt my neck here, so that hurt like.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I literally told my band. So when they were asking me, they were like, okay, like, what are we gonna wear? You know, I was just like, majestic hair. You need to wear your most Cleo fits ever. You know, like leather, red, anything that makes you feel like the hottest girl ever.
I always feel more like myself with this corset on.
Literally, this was like one of the best days of my life, you know, so far. Because like prior to this, like I've never had a band back me. So it was just like super incredible to be in a group full of talented and amazing people who gave me so much hope and just like really like believed in me and just like encouraged me and were just like awesome to work with. And like I literally can't thank them enough. Of course, in Cleo Luna June fashion, like I made them all guitar pick flowers. And it was just surreal to hear my songs come to life in this sort of way, because there's a certain physicality to having music being played with like instruments and having it played live, like in person, instead of like digitized, especially compared to when I'm in the studio. Like tell me if you're like this too, but like I don't just listen to music, but I feel music to my bones. And I feel like love and music are so intertwined for me, and it's the closest thing to magic that I have. And songs are little memory boxes that have like the ability to heal, uplift, and immortalize a certain feeling. And just like, how special is that, you know? And I just ask myself, like, why am I a singer? Like, why am I a musician or a writer or like all these things? And honestly, it just makes my life worth living. Like I'm able to allow the carcasses within my mind to just rest now. They found their home in a melody, and I'm able to transform my experiences or things that I would like to experience into a song. And to put it quite simply, it's because your emotions and your ability to feel is not a weakness. And I find that it's actually an act of courage and defiance in a jaded society full of distractions. When you sit in your feelings and fully process them out, no matter what it is, it's a radical act of liberation. I just hope that you don't forget that it's a gift to feel. And I kind of see it as like frosting on a cupcake. It just makes everything all that much more richer. Music making is simultaneously like the most personal and public thing I do. Like on one hand, it's essentially like my diary entries being shared with like the entire internet to be able to like access it. And I realized that it's like my little baby. It feels like it's like us against the world. And on the other hand, this is like my life's work. It's my legacy. This is like my skill set. It's how I network, connect people out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it's an extension of myself. And to me, like my favorite part is when I'm making stuff, like when things just like come out seamlessly and so effortlessly, and I just have to like stop for a moment, just like take it in. I'm just like, whoa, you know? Like my brain can't even catch up, and I'm just like, what is happening? Like I'll take a look at what I've written or like what I've created, or like I'll listen back and I'm just like, what? Like I wrote this? Like I made this? Like, you know, it's just like, oh. This straight up feels like pure magic. This is when I'm like, damn, I can't believe I just did that. As a creative being, like making music and art is part of how I love, you know, and like I feel like if it was one of the love languages, like that would be mine. And speaking of love, you know, like what I need to get me a man who loves jazz, okay? Like the amount of people who hate jazz is actually insane to me. I don't know, like for me, I'm like an open-minded person, so like I love like all kinds of music. I'm constantly listening to stuff all the time, like even when I'm sleeping, you know, like I'm actually terrified of becoming deaf. Like I'm low-key, like I'm losing my hearing just like a little bit, and I'm like, oh my god, no. Like, I'm freaking out. Anyways, like I wanted to tell you about a recent epiphany I had. Okay, so I'm a lover and I'm a poet first and foremost. And with that is being captivated by people, whether you're so deeply disdained or entranced by them. I really can't with people sometimes. And it might not seem like it, but I am someone who keeps to myself a lot. I think the times I'm most depressed, honestly, are times when things aren't reciprocated. I think that's the worst for me, because it's like I'm someone who just like gives everybody like my all, and they're not like kind of matching the level that I'm pouring into them. It's just so incredibly disappointing, and it sucks, you know, like being lonely, surrounded by people, and it's just like the worst feeling ever. But at the same time, like as much as like people can like cause me so much pain like this, like also like sometimes they can also heal me and provide me like the love that I really can't get anywhere else. I like to focus on things I love because my life can be shrouded with like a lot of darkness. And in this case, like I completely fell in love with this person and just like their entire being. And I just started writing songs about him and some of our memories together. I've got sunshine. You know, someone one time, this is like one of the most romantic things I've ever experienced. What happened? This is one of my favorite songs, you know that, right? So this guy knew that, and then he learned it. He was like serenading me with this. He was singing that to me, and I was like, what? Me feel this way. I'm literally singing him tonight. I'm like, oh my god. Like imagine someone did that to you, found out what your favorite song is, and serenade you with that. That's still so nice, you know? It's just kind of complicated right now because the timing is just like not right, you know? Well, where does all the love go then, you know? I heard once that grief is love that has nowhere to go. And I also add to that, you're allowed to be in love and obsessed with someone in writing. It's okay to fall in love with words and a reality that you create in your mind, and there is no shame in being in love with someone in your imagination and within your writing if it helps you understand yourself. And let's be for real here, you know, like you're never gonna fully know a person, and you're never even gonna fully know yourself. And likewise, like people all the time believe and feel connected to stuff that they can't see. And that feeling to them is so real and meaningful, and that's what they'll take away.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. Now it's time to take the hair down. Oh my god, it's been sitting for so long. Oh, I'm so excited. Ah, moment of truth. Okay, interesting.
I feel like it's such a magical feeling to be inspired and to have a muse. Like, to me as an artist, like that's a pretty high form of like love I can offer, you know, it's to make art for you. Because here's the thing, like everyone has the capability of being a muse, and you can also be your own muse.
Okay, so far I'm obsessed.
And I don't know, I guess there are certain cases where like I feel there's like an inexplicable pull I have towards certain people that I don't have with others, and I don't know why.
I went back to the store to get more rollers today, and they were like, you don't need more rollers? And I'm like, yep. The guy remembered me.
I think that reality is incredibly boring and also incredibly duplicitous. So you might as well be an illusionist and make your life a show worth watching. Okay, damn, I'm so sassy. But you know what? What is Cleo gonna do without a little sass? You know what I'm saying? So I'm performing for the first time at this cute, cozy, like jazz bar kind of place downtown, and it's right on top of a strip club. And I have to say, it's been my dream to perform here, like, like pretty much like ever since I started making music. So I'm literally dying.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
It just needs a little shaping. To the salon!
This is what it's looking like. I'll see you at the venue.
Ah, on the way. I love how this bag has my face and everything on it. It's crazy.
Ignore it.
On the way. Ah, I'm so excited.
We're walking over.
We are at the venue. I'm so excited. Okay, I just gave the guitar pick flowers to my dad. I'll see you on stage.